Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgets2.com, and today we are going to do a quick hands-on comparison of these two phones which we have with us. We have the Lenovo A6000, which is a recently launched phone. It is going to be available from 28th of January for sale, and you will have to register to buy this phone. Whereas we talk about the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G, this phone is also available as of now, although this is launched, but this is available as compared to this one. This is not available, and this one is available for a price of approximately 9,000 rupees, whereas the Lenovo A6000 is available for a price of 7,000 rupees, and you can buy it from 28th January. When we talk about the buying procedure, you will have to buy both of these phones from Flipkart. You will have to register before you buy. The registration for this phone is going to start from 16th of January and it will go up to 27th of January, and then you can buy it on 28th of January from 2 p.m. When we talk about the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G, you can buy it from Airtel stores as well, unlike this one which you cannot buy from any outlet offline stores. So talking about the comparison, we can see that the size is definitely a bigger thing over here because we have a 5.5-inch display on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G as compared to the 5-inch display on the Lenovo A6000. And when we talk about the color production is pretty good on both of these displays. You can see that both of them are IPS LCD display. They give you pretty good viewing angles, and the color production I would say is slightly better over here on the Vibe UI. Maybe it has colorful icon, but I personally feel that this display is slightly better in terms of color production, although this one is not that great. Xiaomi Redmi Note 3G actually has better color production, but this display is not that great in terms of color production on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G which we have with us. Talking about the connectivity, we can see that we have the camera over there, which is a 13 megapixel camera over there, whereas this is an 8 megapixel camera. Both of them can record high definition video. We do have LED flash on both of these phones. We have secondary microphone over there, and we do have secondary microphone on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G as well. We have 3.5 audio jack on both of these phones. When we talk about the when we talk about the thickness is definitely kind of thin over here, which is 8.2 millimeter, and this one is slightly more thicker because of the camera bulge over there. And we talk about the audio connectivity, we have the 3.5 audio jack on both of these phones. On this side we have no connectivity, no buttons. At the bottom we have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging on the Redmi Note, and we have the micro USB port over here on the Lenovo phone on the top. And when we talk about this side, we can see that the power and sleep key are there on both of these phones, and the volume rocker is also there on both of these phones, and both of them are plastic button, and they give you decent amount of feedback. The feedback which is there is slightly better on the Lenovo phone as compared to the Xiaomi Redmi Note. When we talk about the front display, you can see that the front display is definitely bigger, and this device in terms of the weight as well is kind of heavy as compared to this one. So this one is kind of heavy, this one is also kind of good in terms of the build quality if you compare. So in terms of build quality, this one is going to give you a better build quality as compared to this one. Again, when we talk about the front glass have Corning Gorilla Glass thick protection over here on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G, whereas we do not have any kind of protection. Again, we do not have any information. It may have some protection, but as per the information which we have, we do not have any protection on the front display on this device, which is again going to make this device brittle. I would say not that strong as compared to the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G. So definitely this device is stronger, and it also feels solid. Again, it also feels heavy in terms of the weight. When we talk about the internal storage, internal storage is 8 GB over here. We have 8 GB internal storage over there. We have 2 GB of RAM over here, and we have 1 GB of RAM over there. So in terms of hardware specification, this is slightly better as far as RAM is concerned, and the camera is also better. The camera can give you better quality of photos over here on the 13 megapixel photos, 13 megapixel shooter as compared to the 8 megapixel photos which you can get over here. You can record high definition video on both of these phones, and you can also play high definition video on the display on both of these phones, which is supported. When it comes to the front camera is 2 megapixel, and it is again over here it is higher, it is 5 megapixel camera. When we talk about the front camera comparison, we can see that we have a 5 megapixel camera over there, and we have a 2 megapixel camera. Again, the 5 megapixel camera is going to give you better photos. So in terms of the overall value for money, both of these devices are value for money. When we talk about the 4G device, this is a pretty good value for money for the 9,000 rupees. This is also a very good value for money. So in case your budget is kind of very restricted, you can select in between these two based on your budget. Both of these phones are pretty good. The camera performance is going to be better over here as compared to the rear camera which we have on this phone, and the front camera is also going to give you better photos over here, and we will just show you that. Talking about the internal storage is also again kind of same, I would say, but when it comes to the internal storage free, you will get more free internal storage over here as compared to this one. When we compare the software version, we have Android 4.4.4 KitKat on this device. We also have KitKat over there, but it is 4.4.2. And again, we have a custom UI which is running on top of Android both of these phones. We have the Mi UI over here, which is going to get upgraded to the Mi UI 6, and we have the Vibe UI 2.0, which is also kind of responsive. There is no lag in the UI as far as both of these phones are concerned. The UI is pretty smooth, but I'm not sure whether this device can handle the day-to-day usage and how the UI will become once you install heavy application in game, and how how it will basically react in that particular scenario. We will confirm that once we do the full review. As far as initial testing is concerned, both of these devices are kind of fluid. There is no problem with any of these two phones in terms of the overall UI response. Talking about the camera performance, let's take a look over the camera performance now, and we will show you the camera clarity. Again, the camera is slightly better on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3G. Over here on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G, it is also a pretty good camera, and I can take a photo first of all from the front camera on the Redmi Note 4G, and I can take a photo again over here from the front camera on the Lenovo A6000. So we have the photo taken on both of these phones. This is a 5 megapixel photo as compared to this one, which is a 2 megapixel fixed focus camera. Both of these devices have front fixed focus camera, but they do have face detection. As you can see, the photo is looking good, I would say, over here, but it is looking slightly better over here. Although in terms of the overall details, both of these photos are good enough. You can see good amount of details on both of these photos, which is very good, and colors are being nicely produced, I would say, on both of these phones. It is not that bad, but I would say the colors are slightly better reproduced over there on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G. Let's take a look over the rear camera performance now, and for that we will need to toggle to the rear camera first of all. Let me just come back over there. And one missing thing over here is that the touch capacitor buttons which are there on the Xiaomi Redmi Note does have backlit LED, whereas they do not have backlit LED on the Lenovo A6000, which is definitely going to be a compromise for some people out there. Let's take a look over the photo clarity which you can get from the rear camera, and we will take the photo first of all from the Lenovo A6000, and now we are going to take the photo from the rear camera on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G, and we can compare both of these photos one by one now. So we have both of these photos taken, as you can see, and again when you compare both of these photos, I would say the photo is looking slightly better in terms of the details over there, and the colors are also being nicely produced on both of these phones. So in terms of color production, both of them are doing a pretty good job. In terms of camera comparison, I can say that the 8 megapixel camera on this device is doing a pretty good job, although it is not that clear as compared to the clarity which you will see over there on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G, which have a 13 megapixel camera, but both of them are doing a pretty good job in terms of color production. The clarity is slightly better over there. So this is all we have as far as the quick comparison between these two phones. Talking about other things, we will talk about the benchmark and other things in comparison for these two phones once we get the Lenovo A6000 for review. Now, before concluding my review, I would like to point out some of the good things which you're getting on the Redmi Note, which is going to be a bigger RAM. You have 2 GB of RAM, which is double the amount of RAM you have. You have a bigger camera, which is again bigger in terms of megapixel, and clarity is also better. When we talk about the front camera is also doing a pretty good job over there, although both of them has decent front camera. For the price, this one is a pretty good value for money. In case you have a very strict price budget of 7,000 rupees, you can go for this one. In case you have a slightly more price budget, you can take a phone up to 10,000 rupees, you can go for this one. And I would rather suggest you to go for the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3G, which is going to not have 4G functionality just like this one, but that will give you a very good performance for in terms of gaming. In terms of gaming, this is going to perform good, but not great as compared to the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3G, although the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G also have a very good performance when it comes to gaming. We have not tested this device thoroughly, so I won't be able to comment much, but with the kind of hardware specs it has, I have tested a similar hardware. This is going to give you a good performance in day-to-day usage for the price, but this one is going to give you an even better performance. Either you talk about the 4G or the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3G, both of them are going to be a better value for money as compared to this one. So again, both of these phones, as well as the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3G, are going to be very difficult to be bought. So you will have to first of all register for both of them, and then you have to buy it. So depending if you get lucky with any of these two, you can buy any of them, and this will definitely save 2,000 rupees in case you are comparing it with the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G. And if you're comparing it with the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3G, this one will save 1,000 rupees. But I would rather recommend you to go for the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3G for slightly more, which is 1,000 rupees. That one will give you a bigger display, bigger amount of RAM, better UI, and the UI responsiveness will also be better, and the gaming performance is also going to be much better as compared to this one, because I have tested similar hardware on like this. That is why I'm telling you that I can say that this device is good in terms of gaming, is going to be good in terms of gaming, but not great like the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3G, which we have tested. Again, When we compare these two phones on the basis of build quality, one thing which you can easily notice is that the build quality is slightly better over here. This is also kind of heavy, but it feels solid as compared to this one. This one is also pretty good for the price. When it comes to the loudspeaker is only one over there, whereas you are getting two loudspeakers which are fairly loud on the Lenovo A6000. When we talk about the finishing of the back cover, we can see that we have a glossy feel over there, which will get a lot of fingerprints and scratches over there, and it is also difficult to grip. Even when it is a bigger phone and heavy phone, it is definitely difficult to have a grip in your hand and hold it, whereas this one is going to have a matte finish rubberized feel to it at the back cover, which is again plastic just like this one, but this one will give you a better grip. And also this is 5-inch of display, which is easier to hold in one hand as compared to the 5.5-inch display, and a higher weight or heavy weight as compared to this one, which is kind of heavy. When we talk about the other color, we do have the Lenovo A6000 available in red color. This is going to be the best color which you can go for. In case you can buy this color, this is going to be the best looking phone, especially at 7,000 rupees. And you can see that the matte finish is there on the back of the black color device as well, and we have the matte finish back on the red device as well, and this one is definitely looking much vibrant and very good in terms of the overall look and feel. I would rather suggest you to go for the red one in case you can buy it. That's all from for the comparison. In case you have any question for any of these two devices, we would love to help you. You can like the video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.